guys, welcome back. I am here today with my very first weekly melt box. I see a lot of people doing these and I really like the idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start today, Monday, March 20th. And I filled my box up first thing this morning and I'm going to melt through for the week. And then next Monday, the 27th, I believe, I'm going to empty what's left out of here, refill it with new things, and post another video. But before I do that, I'm going to post a weekly melt box wrap up where I post another video on what I have, what I actually got through for the week and my thoughts on them, on warm. There's some things in here I've already melted before, some things I haven't. So I would like to do a wrap up, that way you guys can have the cold review and you can have a warm review, because things are different warm than they are cold. Everybody in the wax world knows that. So my dog and my cats are just annoying me this morning. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the weather. It keeps going from warm to cold and they're like, oh, what do we do? And so they can't settle. So if you hear footsteps from the dogs, my kids are upstairs playing, they're still on break for the whole week. So if you hear them, I apologize. If you hear the cats fighting, I apologize. Everybody's gone wonky. I have no good place to record except for at my dining room table, and it's an open room, so I can't shut myself in here or anything. So anyways, so this is going to be strictly what I plan on melting through in my cold reviews, and then next Monday I will post another video on my what I actually melted through, and my warm reviews on the items. So then next week I'll do the same thing. I'll refill the box with new things and do a cold review, and then the next Monday the warm review wrap up, and so on and so forth. So a lot of these I already have melted some, but I'm trying to get through them because I have a lot of them. So anyways, the first one is from Sassy Girl Aroma Cotton Candy Birthday. Clearly I'm not going to melt through everything. I'm going to melt a few pieces because there's no way I'm going to get through a half a chunk bag in a week. Nor do I want to. So I'm going to, some things have half scent shots I'm going to melt through finish, but these chunk bags and loaves and stuff I'm not. This is one of my favorite Sassy Girl Aroma scents, but I do have another chunk bag, plus I have a loaf coming, so I do want to melt through some of that. Hello Lover Birthday. This is one of my other favorite Sassy Girl scents. This one is sugar cane, lemon rind, and a hint of shortbread with birthday cake, and it's one of my favorites. That one I also have a whole nother chunk bag I just got, and this one's almost full, so I'll melt through some of that. Same with pink sugar marshmallow zucchini. I'm trying to get through my older ones. This is from January, but these two are from November, so I'm trying to melt through, and I have 2 or 3 other whole chunk bags of that, so I'm going to melt through some of that. I'm not going to melt through it all. This one is my Sunday morning melt. It's blackberry mocha monster cookies. I like coffee scents in my dining room / office, which is one large room outside of my kitchen. Someday I want to do like a tour of my house so you can see how it's laid out, because my office and dining room is 2 rooms that's in one big room. So it's like half is the dining room and half is the office. I have 2 warmers in this room just because it is bigger. And Sunday mornings, I like coffee scents in there. It's the only morning that my family's all together. My husband, during the week, is gone. As the kids are getting up, he walks out the door, literally, as I'm getting the kids up for school. And on Saturdays, my mom has them overnight Friday night into Saturday. She just loves keeping them. I'm an only child, and my kids are her only grandkids. And so she keeps them on Friday nights, something she's done for a while now. So Sunday morning is the only morning we're all here together. So I like a nice coffee scent because we're all sitting at the table, eating together, having coffee. Well, me and the husband are having coffee. The kids aren't, but whatever. I am going to melt through at least one piece of this Vintage Chic Imogene's Lavender Supreme, which is lavender orange smoothie. This one I love. It is the first thing that has put my husband to sleep at night. He has chronic insomnia. He has for almost 2 decades, and I have tried everything lavender. I have tried everything calming, and that is the first thing that his head hit the pillow and he was gone last night. It was amazing. So I'm going to try to melt through one more chunk of that, but I am going to be very cautious with it because of that. I have a bunch of little pieces of Vintage Chic that I've gotten in D-stashes or random acts of kindness, so I'm going to melt through some of these because I do have a big bin full of Vintage Chic. I have more coming. I just bought a mystery box at her last restock this weekend. So I'm trying to get through some of the little pieces and the older things. So I'm going to melt this Father of the Bride. And it's strawberry lemon curd wedding cake. I've never melted this. It does smell really good. You get the strawberry and a little bit of lemon and a hint of bakery. But this one's a year old. It was poured on 3/7/16. So I cut these coins in half and put half in each of my warmers in my office/dining room. You have to walk through the office to get to the bathroom and the kitchen. So it is a room, and it's an open area. There's a doorway leading to the living room, but there's no door. So those scents, you know, waft into the living room as well, and they waft into the kitchen because it's all connected by open doorways. Like we could put doors if we wanted to, but there isn't, so we just keep it open. It's kind of an open concept, but not really, because there is walls, but there's doorways with no doors. So it's all good. The next one is one little piece of Tara Will Never Go Hungry Again, Strawberry Fields Forever, which is wild berry mousse, marshmallows, zucchini bread, strawberries and cream, and zucchini bread. Tara Will Never Go Hungry Again is one of my favorite Vintage Chic blends. I love zucchini bread, and I love wild berry mousse. And so this will be, I may cut this one in half and put half in each of my warmers in the office. I may do this as a daytime better melt in my room. I don't know, but I am going to use that up. This is from Hayden Rowe. It was my free sample of banana nut bread. It's a cute little ducky. I'm going to use that up. I have a bunch of this, so I'm going to use this up. It's a Vintage Chic Grandma's Pearls, which is marshmallow, lavender, vanilla. This I will probably put on in the bedroom at night, but it smells really good. I have not melted this yet, but on cold it smells good. So that's going to be a good bedtime scent. I'm going to try to get through some of this Jackie O's Pearls, which is lavender, marshmallow, vanilla, and then Jackie O, which is marshmallow, birthday, vanilla bean Noel, which this smells really good too. This would be a good bedtime scent. So I will not get through this whole thing because I cut these roses, I cut in quarters, and I use a quarter in each warmer. So I may get through half, I may get through a quarter, who knows. I am going to finish this up because this is one melt for me. It's L3 Waxy Wonders Cotton Candy Frosting Cupcake Vanilla, or Pink Sugar Marshmallow. No vanilla. I don't know where I'm getting vanilla from. So this one is really nice. It's a nice calming. I put that on at bed because the pink sugar soothes me. I may put that on at bedtime, but that's one more melt. I'm hoping to get through some of this during the day. It's iced berry tea from Super Tarts, and it is combining Vanilla Bean Noel, our house sweet berry fragrance, and white tea. It's really nice. It smells really good. I've never melted this, so who knows what it's going to smell like warmed, but I've heard it's really good. I'm hoping to get through this coin from Vintage Chic, Fred and Wilma, which was poured a year ago. And it's Fruity Pebbles, Rice Krispie Treats, and Gooey Marshmallow. So I'm hoping to get through that. I'm trying to get through the majority of my older from early last year Vintage Chic because I have a bunch coming in. I have the mystery box I spoke about, plus I have 3 loaves. I ordered this Replenish. I have a loaf from last Replenish. I have loaves I just cut up that were from October. So I'm trying to get through the early part of last year first. And I don't have a lot. I have a lot of samples I had gotten. So I'm hoping to get through the majority of these because I just started buying wax. So everything I got was from D-Stashes. So yeah, I'm hoping to get through this, which is Strawberry Jam Cotton Candy Spearmint from L3. And it was a sample, so it's one melt. This I had to rebag because I got it in a D-Stash Saturday and it broke. It is Peace, Quiet, and Coffee, Dragonfly Inn, Stars Hollow, CT, House of Usher Wax Museum, and it's only a half of a scent shot. So I can either, this will probably be one melt in my bedroom, because I usually do a half a scent shot depending on the size. From Southbound Soap Company, Dead of the Night, Pink Sugar, Lavender, Marshmallow, and Vanilla. This one's one I will get through in my bedroom, and I'll probably cut that in half. I was holding on to this, and then I got some loaf pieces in the mail and a D-stash. So I'm going to actually melt through this last little piece of Surrey, which is cotton candy marshmallow. And this was poured back in August. It's 1/4 of a rose. So I am going to actually get through that. This is another Sunday morning melt, which is Cafe Reggio cookie. Cafe Mocha Marshmallow Double Chocolate Chip Cookie. So this is going to be another Sunday morning melt where I will cut this half of a rose in half again, and I'll put half of each in my Sunday morning. So I'm going to decide between that one and my Mocha Monster Cookie for next Sunday. So one of them will not, because I only do coffee scents on Sunday morning. That's the only time that I like my coffee scents. I'm going to try to get through some of this Kissing You. I had to rebag it because the original bag broke. It was poured in 2015, so I am trying to get through these older 2015 ones. It's strawberry shortcake, strawberries and cream, and whipped cream. I actually melted some of this last week, and it was really nice. So that's really, if I do this in my office, it's only one more melt because I'll put half of each of these in my warmer in there. I'd like to finish this sample of Fruit Loops from Dessa's Homespun. I got it in my order back in December, so I would like to get through that. These I love. These little from Tiny Tarts cotton candy frosting. You know, these little itty bitty squares. I like to mix these with things. I won't use the whole thing. I do like to put 1 or 2 cubes in a scent to sweeten it up. I'd like to finish or get close to finishing this vanilla cotton from Sassy Girl. It is this. There's only half left. I've been putting this in my bathroom, and I even have to cut each of these. I have to cut this in half for my bathroom because my bathroom is a small room. The door is shut because my cats like to go in there and pee. I don't know why. I think it's because we put them in the bathtub when we first bought our house, and they don't like it. And so they go in there and pee next to the tub as retaliation. So we have to keep the door shut. And I have a small 15-watt Scentsy bulb warmer in there, and it throws phenomenally. So I just keep it. The rest are my hot plates, but I do keep it in this. That half of one of those. So that's like 8 melts. Same with this one, Jungle Love from Sassy Girl. I've been having to cut each piece of these in half for my bathroom. I'm hoping to get through some of this Yakman from Super Tarts. I cut it in quarters, so I don't know if I'm going to do that in my bathroom or whatnot. I'd like to melt the sample from Sassy Girl in Vibrant Orchid Blueberry. I have 2 of these, so I'd like to get through one of those. I'd like to get through some of this Wild Berry Cheesecake from Better Homes and Gardens. It's a value pack. I still have 3/4 of the thing left. I'd like to melt through some of that. I'd like to melt at least 1 more cube of Rosemary's Baby from Super Tarts, which is Bedtime Bath Rosemary Mint and Herbal Lavender. I am hoarding this until I have 1 more clam after this, so I'm okay with melting some of this one, but I'm hoarding it till she puts it back in stock. I'd like to get through some of this blue cotton candy fizz from Barrett Wax Crafts, brand new clam. Just got it, haven't had time to melt it. I'd like to get through a little bit of my pink lavender mallow from Wilma's. I do have 2 more of these coming, so I'd like to melt through at least 1 more. This one I got in a D-stash on Saturday. It's Fruit Loop Cheesecake from L3. It's a half a cent shot. I'd like to get that finished up. Same with this Blank Label Unlimited Juice. Loads and loads of sweet berries crushed up and mixed with cane sugar. I got this in a D-stash. It's a half a cent shot, so I'd like to finish that. This I got in a D-stash. I don't remember what the vendor is, but it's 1 little piece of blueberry saltwater taffy strawberry waffle cone, and it's just that little bunt shape. I'd like to finish all these little things I have. I would like to work on this little sample from Bathing Garden and Sleepy. It's a bedtime scent. I have so many bedtime scents and only 6 or 7 nights till my thing's over, so I don't know that I'm going to get through much of these because I only melt 1 thing in the bedroom that's a bedtime scent because I feel it's wasteful unless I'm in the room with it. From Dessa's, this is from the last of my very first order, Lavender and Lemon. I was holding on to this until I got my next order, which I just got a couple weeks ago. And so I have 2 pieces of that, and that's another bedtime scent, so I may not get to that this week. I do have a couple of these from Wilma's, these little 8.8 ounce scent shots, 7-Up Pound Cake, and Blue Pom Poms, which is blueberry pomegranate. I have some of this Jackie O Saturday Evening I'd like to use up, little loaf pieces. Lavender Mist from Ava's Country Cupboard I may not get to. Again, I have so many bedtime scents in here, I didn't realize it. From Hayden Rowe Lemon Pound Cake. I'd like to get through some of this scent shot. Let's see. Cotton Candy Frosted Cuppy Cakes from L3. There's a sample. I got a lot of samples from her I'm trying to use up. Milk Glass Roses Jackie O Overpour from Vintage Chic. A teeny piece left. I can get through that this week. Raspberry Soda from L3. Another sample. Tea and Cakes from L3. Another sample. Bubblegum Cream Soda from Ava's Country Cupboard. This was a sample I got in my last order. Flannel Sheets from Ava's Country Cupboard. This is a good bathroom scent. I love those in the bathroom. This is a mystery scent. I have this little piece. I don't remember what it is. I think it's bubblegum something. I'm just going to throw that in a warmer and get rid of it. Cherry Slush from Wilma's. It's a free sample. I'll melt 1 cube of that. Then I've got, let's see, this one is, what is this? I don't know. I believe that this is a cube of Starfleet from Super Tarts. I believe I got that in a D-stash. She had asked me if I wanted to try it. Berry Creme Brulee from Beezy's. I'd like to get through a little piece of that because I have a pre-order coming. I'd like to get through a little bit of the Lasting Scent Candles Pink Sugar Lemons. It's a full scent shot. I'd like to get through a piece of that. And that's it. That's everything in my weekly box. It's a lot, but I do have 5 warmers going basically 24/7. I change my wax out in the morning after we get up, and then I change it again in the evening. It's usually had its life by then. So like evening after supper time, I usually change my wax out again for the nighttime. And I only put nighttime blends in my bedroom. I do put whatever in the rest of the house. So I'm cool with melting little things here and there. So I will do a wrap up on next Monday, what I got to, what I didn't get to, what I thought of it on warm. And then I will post another video of my next week's melts that I hope to get through. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye.